Hello, everyone. 2024 is almost in the rear view. We've got a couple of days left, and then it's all about 2025. Hopefully, that is a fantastic year. But with 2024 coming to a close, I wanted to look back on some of my favorite moments of 2024. And I'm not just talking about, like, hey, this is my favorite movie that got released. I'm talking about more of an overarching, this is some of my favorite moments, some related to physical media, some personal, but just some of my highlights of 2024 as a whole. It was a pretty good year for me personally, so I kind of just want to run through some of the stuff. Like I said, I'm happy with 2024. Fingers crossed 25 is good. All right, so like I mentioned, some of this stuff is going to be a little bit physical media related, some of it's a little bit personal. This is kind of a mix of both, and that is I've met a lot of awesome people through YouTube, through Instagram. And we took a trip to Tennessee to hang out with a bunch of them earlier in the year. I loved it. It was such a great time. It's friendships that I had leading up, but friendships that are stronger afterward. Like, I feel like I could talk to any of these people at any point. Even if I haven't talked to any in a little bit, I don't feel like I'd have a hard time at all just sending a DM like, hey, how's it going? What's up, man? Because all of these people were just phenomenal. So yeah, that's one of my number one things. Like I got videos right here. If you wanted to check them out, all of the people involved are in those videos. I had a blast. So meeting up with a bunch of people was just a great time. I know lately there's been a lot of stuff about, the terminology of movie community and all that stuff. All I'm going to say is these are a bunch of like-minded friends that I had a blast with. Whatever terminology you want to put on that, it's perfectly fine. But I enjoyed the company of these people and would love to do it again. So that is definitely a highlight of 24. Another big highlight, this goes more on the personal side, is I've not jumped around jobs. I've spent most of my time in logistics warehousing and a little bit as a FedEx delivery guy. But I did kind of the standard work you would do when you come into those industries. I recently got a promotion that I'm actually feeling more fulfilled at work. Like, I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing more. I'm feeling like I'm more useful, if you want to put it that way. I feel like it's more fulfilling work. So I'm actually enjoying work, which is actually something a lot of people strive for. Like, I don't really dread going in. Like, no one wants to work necessarily, but I actually am enjoying what I do. Like, I actually see this as legitimate. This is a career path. I don't want no longer do a job. It's a career. Like, I enjoy that, to be honest. So that is definitely a pretty big highlight for me. So onwards and upwards, but I'm so grateful for everything that has happened and grateful for the job, and I'm grateful that it's something that kind of sparked within me. I actually enjoy it. That's rare. So back onto the meetup. When I mentioned about the Tennessee meetup, I did another meetup with a couple of other awesome people at Mania. That was great because they're people that I talked to for quite a bit, and to get to meet them in person, which I also have a video up for that as well. But yeah, I enjoyed their company for, even though we didn't get to spend as much time together, I thought it was great. I enjoyed Monster Mania Con, and I enjoyed meeting them. So that was definitely a highlight. Hopefully it gets to happen again at some point, but I like meeting people. I thought that was both experiences of meeting fellow collectors was worthwhile and engaging. I really enjoy that type of stuff. So right now, this is a little bit different angle than I've done with a lot of my videos, but I am in my movie room right now. Goes all around, movies, every wall. That's one of my highlights as well, is this movie room. I guess I'm just mentioning videos. Right here, there is a video covering this whole room if you are interested in watching it. but I enjoyed putting this room together, and I enjoy how it is now. I have like cleanup work that has to be done. Like I need a whole lot of steelbook protectors and stuff. So there's kind of just steelbooks all around and whatnot. Like the room is a little messy right now, but the structure of it is there. The room is there. The room is what I wanted. What I have to work with in my room or in my space, I felt like this utilizes things about as well as I can, and I get to display a lot of the different things that I love. So, yes, that I am super happy about the movie room. Who knows what directions it shall take in the future, but 2024, very, man, I love this room. I am very happy to have this room. And I'll segue with in the room. I got prints back there. That is for Psycho. The next one is for Last Stop in Yuma County. I've got prints all around my entire house. I'm a huge fan of movie posters, and especially like the alternative movie poster side with the screen print posters. And I got to finally do something. It was called Mass Minicon, which took place in Massachusetts, and it was a con dedicated to this hobby. And I got to meet a bunch of the artists. Garrett from Born to Be Rad was there as well. It was an awesome, amazing time. I also got to meet up with someone else. We had a blast. I loved it, guys. I had a blast. I if that con happens again, which it's supposed to be bigger and better for 25, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have a blast. It's really cool. Like the whole movie community, like physical media, is a close, tight knit group, and kind of so are the people that collect those. That's its own little community, and I enjoy kind of being in both of those communities. I loved going to that con. So another hobby, which it's a new hobby, but also an old hobby, is I've gotten back into card collecting this year. That's something I used to do, and both April and I, it kind of fell off to the side. We've picked it up again this year, and I am loving it. Like I am enjoying the hell out of card collecting. It's kind of scratching an itch. Like I love autographs. I love collecting autographs. I like mystery box type stuff. Card collecting is kind of scratching a bunch of itches. I don't know how to describe it. Plus, out of all of my hobbies, it takes up some of the least amount of space, which is something I am grateful for. So, like, just some recent examples of cards I've picked up, like getting into buying graded cards, which is really cool. I've got sealed packs and type stuff that you'll see on the channel some point in the future. Getting cards signed in person, like I got that one signed in person. Another signed card. I'll be opening all this type of stuff. So like the card hobby, I'm loving it. I am seriously loving it. So like that's something that you're gonna see more content on this channel for it, because overall my channel I got put into like the physical media niche, and physical media is like a big part of it, but this channel has always been about what I enjoy mostly. So like if I enjoy it, you're probably gonna see it. You've seen plenty of prints, you've seen statues, you've seen the movies, of course. You will see stuff like cards as well, because I dig them quite a bit. So I'm grateful to get back into that. Here's an interesting one. We've had a really good 2024, I think, for physical media. You could look at, what stores are carrying physical media and not, and come up with determinations, all of that stuff. But when I just talk about releases, 2024 was good. And one of the things that I really enjoyed is I feel like the hobby is giving a lot more love to movies of yesteryear, the classics, which is awesome. Like I love getting stuff like Demolition Man from Arrow. We're getting Deep Blue Sea from Arrow. Like stuff like that is awesome. But the fact that within this hobby, we got something like a Frank Capra box set, a freaking box set dedicated to Frank Capra that is filled with Blu-rays and 4Ks, stuff first time to high definition, is absolutely incredible. People have been waiting for Paper Moon for how freaking long. We got it. We're getting classics like North by Northwest in 4K with like premium nice box sets and stuff too. The classics are getting a lot of love, and I appreciate that. I'm very happy that, the old people movies are getting the love they deserve as well, because as much as I love Demolition Man, I love the classics as well. This is a kind of short little one, but I had to throw it in there because I have this movie room, but at the same time we did this movie room, we kind of set our bedroom up. April and I have for the longest time not had a TV or anything in our bedroom. We were watching it downstairs, and when it's time to, transition to go up to bed, that's it. It would just be, we're not watching TV in bed. But we did kind of set our room up a little bit different now, and I have a TV up on the wall, and along with, we have like a retro TV with like retro game consoles and stuff, and I really enjoy it. In the picture, the TV looks ridiculously high, but the ceiling is also not very high, and it's angled, so when you're laying in the bed, it's like perfect. It's perfect. Because if it's too low, I'm laying in bed and my dumb feet are in the way of the screen. Where it is just perfect. So sometimes we just want to go upstairs, unwind, and watch a show like Psych in our bed under the comforter and just kind of relax like that. So I am very happy we set that up. And the next one, last one, however you want to say, this is almost kind of a two for one. But I loved, and this is why I saved this one to the end, because if I'm ranking, this is my favorite. I took so many great, amazing trips with April. So many great trips I loved. We went to 90s Con in Connecticut, had a blast. We love going to cons. We had a blast, just her and I, a really good time. We met a lot of actors from, the 90s movies that we love. We had a great time. We went to Steel City Con, went to filming locations, which kind of ties in. We're like, I'm starting to go to some actual filming locations. We went to the cemetery from Night of the Living Dead. We went to the mall from Dawn of the Dead. We had fun at yet another con. We just got back from vacation of going to a whole bunch of other places, including another Steel City Con and Galaxy Con. We've done a lot when it comes to cons, stores together on trips, filming locations. This year was freaking awesome. And we're already starting off, we're going to be starting off strong in 2025. Like, we already have tickets for, it's called Psych Con. So we're going to Philly for that. It's all about Psych, the TV show Psych. And right around that time frame is some other cons. We're going to be traveling, back to Pittsburgh area. We're going to be traveling back to 90s Con. We're going to be going around all this different stuff. And we're going to have, hopefully, a good 2025 as well. So spending premium time with my wife on amazing trips is like pinnacle of the year. I had so much fun on those trips. There's videos posted on a lot of this stuff. If you're interested in seeing my newest one, it is a beast of a video. The thing is 3.5 hours long. Granted, like an hour of it is all haul stuff at the end, but there's like 2.5 hours of footage of things that we did on our trip. There's the thumbnail right there. I had so much fun on that trip. So thank you to April for having same interests as me and having such a fun time with me. All these trips have been awesome. I'm so excited for 25 and some of the stuff that we have planned. Because as much as, my channel might look like, hey, look at all the, crap I buy, it's just about me and things I do and things I love. And I love going on trips with my wife. So hopefully we have, like I said, some good stuff planned for the year as a whole. I'm excited. We will have video content for any of that stuff that we film, but overall, I'm just pumped. So that deserved final spot, if you will. So that's all I've got. That is all I've got. Really good year for me personally. And like I said, I didn't want this to be about like, hey, this is my favorite releases of the year and all that, etc. There are so many amazing content creators out there that have already put out those types of videos. Please go support them. Please go watch them. They've ranked and done all of that stuff already. I just wanted to talk about my own personal year, and gosh, I loved it so much. It was a really good year. So, thank you again for watching. Thank you again for supporting. Thank you again for being amazing people out there. That's all I have in this video. I will see you in 2025, hopefully pretty early in 2025 with some more content. But enjoy your new year, guys. I hope you have a fantastic new year.